Hello, friends. So, I guess today I am starting my reading journal, which I hadn't anticipated doing. So, yeah, I'm very late to the party, but that's okay. We can be late to the party. I am also a complete mess when it comes to my desk area, and I was going to try to fix that and make it look all pretty and stack things off to the side, but you know what? This is just the reality of me. I'm a chaotic mess 99.9% of the time, and so we just went with that. Yeah, reading journal setup. I haven't done a reading journal in a year and a half. I kind of stopped halfway through the 1 year. I'm not entirely sure why. I think I was just doing it wrong, and not that there's a right or a wrong way, but it was wrong for me, you know? And this is supposed to be cute and simple and not stressful, so I pulled out adorable stickers, the little sleepy dumpling people creatures are from Peppercut Studio. They're so super cute. And then the rest of this is just stickers I've acquired. I have so many stickers. Oh my goodness, it's so bad. It is a sadly very addicting habit. But anyway, you will get to see my incredibly slow decision-making process throughout this, because I change my mind constantly and I can't decide on what to do for the longest time. But you know what? That's fine. That's normal. People are normal, right? I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. I got this bug in my brain deciding to do a reading journal again. I really missed it, and I have been reading a lot, more so than normal. And I like reading. I read frequently. I have read frequently, but I don't know. Last year I finally broke 100 on how many books I read, which was really impressive for me. It's something I've wanted to do for a while, just silently in the back of my head, but didn't actually expect that I would ever break 100. But I did. So that was really cool. And I think I just wanted a place to record things about the books that I really, really enjoy, or vice versa, the books that I really, really hated. Because I apparently have so much to say if I can't stand a book, or if a book really pisses me off. But if a book is just kind of mediocre and I'm chill with it, I don't really care one way or the other about it, you know? It's kind of weird like that. But I just wanted to have somewhere pretty that I could use to design things and write about the books that I read. And I didn't want to stress about it. And I'll be perfectly honest. Okay, the people with the book bingo thing that's been going on, oh my God, I'm so addicted. I'm so addicted to the book bingo. And I wanted to join, but I don't have a full bingo filled out. I don't even think I filled it out while recording this. I've been filling it out slowly ever since. So if y'all have suggestions, that would be helpful for what to put in my book bingo. I think I'm gonna add a craft book, writing craft book, because I usually end up reading one of those a year at least. So that'll add to the book bingo. But other than that, running short. out of frame. My messy bangs that I did not fix because I did not think I would be on camera. Little did I know, right? I chose a pretty simple font for this. Yeah, it's so funny. Like, I know other people say that, I say that, we're talking about fonts, but isn't font like specifically to do with computers? Like a digital thing? Like, wouldn't this just be a simpler handwriting? I don't know. Although, despite the fact that it's simple, I'm apparently taking forever to draw it, so, that's fine. So naturally, I knew I wanted to do the classic, like, bookshelf, coloring in of the bookshelves and all of the little book rectangle things, because I think it's super cute. I also saw a bunch of people putting in a window, and I thought that was also very adorable, so I added in a little porthole window, and use what you got around, because I absolutely used the like hook thingy for my phone to make that window. I like how a bunch of this I've been using rulers, so for like to get this first straight line across, I was using a ruler for all of these shelves, and then I just freehanded the rest of it, so like we're precise in some areas and then not precise in others, so like that's fine, and that's just how it goes sometimes when you're kind of caring but also not really caring. If that makes any sense. But I wanted to have this because it's just so much fun to color in boxes, let's be real here. So I did 2 box coloring in things, so I suppose if you count the Bookmingo, then 3. There's this one, the cute little bookshelf, which this I ended up putting a key at the bottom, you'll see it eventually, for colors for like physical books, audiobooks, and ebooks. So I am fairly confident that it will be mostly audiobooks because I really like to consume books while doing household chores. Like, nothing makes dishes or laundry more interesting than a good book. So I tend to do mostly audiobook. And thank God for the library because I could not possibly afford to purchase all the books I consume, which is completely ridiculous on my part because I, at some point in life, I would like to actually publish my book, but keep your fingers crossed. Theoretically, my romance book will be published this June. That is my goal. Do I have a hard date set in stone yet? No. Should I have it within the next week? 2 weeks? Yes, I should. I think it'll be ready. I got it back from betas. I just have to, parse out all of their information, then do, I think, like, some quick fixes. I'm hoping it's not going to be too many changes that I want to make. I mean, this cute, happy, fluffy little romance story has been living rent-free in my head for over 20 years. Is that aging me? Yes, that's fine. It's fine. Just but it's been just living in my brain since I was 16. So it's time that those characters start paying rent, Like, come on, kids. But it's a story that's very near and dear to my heart. Obviously, because it's been with me this long. So, like, basically, I keep calling the draft that's what the beta is right now. I keep calling it the second draft. It's more like the 10th to 15th draft. But we'll call it the second draft for funsies. So we don't think about how much time we spent on it. And if you're wondering who the we in this scenario is, it would be me and my cat, my co-editor, who shockingly does not make an appearance in this entire video, but Mr. Boo is very much a part of my writing process, and by which I mean he likes to lay down on the keyboard. It's fine. He's adorable, so like it makes up for it. He's currently curled up on the sofa. No, I'm sorry, not on the sofa. On the chair. Miss Winnie has the sofa, my other kitty. It's a little scary putting a story that's been so close to my heart for so long out to people. But I'm excited and I want it out. I want it to be out there in the world. It's set in a little town in Saugatuck, in Michigan. It's in Saugatuck, Michigan, and that place is so near and dear to my heart. It's so beautiful. If you can go. It's so cute. Oh my God. And I hope in all of my descriptions that I did it justice in my little romance book, because it's a great little town. You gotta go. Anyway, sorry, getting back to this, woefully off track there. This was me painstakingly making my little book bingo board and overthinking the placement of the squares way too much because, of course, I decided to pick a notebook that doesn't have any dots on it whatsoever. Because I'm intelligent. Honestly, I knew I wanted a black page notebook just because I enjoy that. It's fun. I did it once last year for my bullet journal. Not last year, the year before for my bullet journal, and I had so much fun with it, and I need to do it again. And so like this was just a lovely excuse. Plus, have you seen the cover of this notebook? It's freaking adorable, and the moon is tactile. Like it's got like raised bumpy things on it, and it is satisfying. Also, this one's tiny, and it has thinner pages than my usual bullet journals. So like my bullet journals are usually 160 GSM. This one feels more like 120 or less, which I prefer for a reading journal because, as you have seen thus far, judging by the cover page, for the most part in a reading journal, I do a more scrapbooky style. I don't draw as much. I don't doodle as much. We play with all of the stickers and the washi tapes and all of the scraps of the papers and everything that we meticulously save in the bottom drawer of my desk. We use that for the reading journal because that's just, I don't know, it's more fun. And I kind of like doing all the scrapbooky things and getting to use all of these fragments that I meticulously source and keep around. Because I do that more like scrapbooky type style, thinner pages I find works a little bit better. Because if you do the thick boy pages, I don't know, it gets like too chunky for me. And I had one year, a reading journal, where like the binding started coming apart. Because I made it too chunky. So sorry, friends. So I like the thinner option. And this one's also tiny. It's a cute little tiny journal, and so I like that. What did I end up filling out in the book bingo? Let me reference my actual copy here. I have Enemies to Lovers, Sentient House, which is honestly one of my personal favorite tropes that I only discovered in the last like couple of years. That it just makes me so damn happy when there is a sentient house in a book. I love it. I don't know why. It's so cozy, because usually the house is like, you know, it wants to be a home, but it's also sassy, and it wants a friend and a family, but also doesn't take shit from the humans who inhabit it. So like, it's a weird little trope that I love dearly. And I've actually already hit this one because I read Starling House, and the house is sentient, which was just a delight, absolute delight. I really enjoyed that book. More on that when I actually like do, you know, a reading wrap-up video. Let's see. I have still on the book bingo to read an indie published book, read from something from my TBR, you know, the TBR that's like incredibly long and goes on for a small eternity because we just keep adding books to it. Books with a witchy vibe. Book with a witchy vibe. Vampires. Also, already did that because I just finished Bite by, I'm blanking on her name. Nope, it'll come to me. Again, we'll go over all the books in the wrap up. The names just go straight out of my head while I'm trying to think of them on the spot. I want to read a debut novel, hopefully. Friends to Lovers trope, we like that. That's actually my favorite one. I prefer that one to Enemies to Lovers. I'm gonna say something so controversial right now. I personally like Aang and Katara together. Like, that is who I ship. Sorry, I know, very controversial. I would like to read something from a new author that's on the book bingo, a gothic book. last year during October, I had a bunch of books that I picked up, mostly for like the covers, which I know you're not supposed to do, so sorry, I totally do it. And books that, like, I don't know, I think I read something of the synopsis, but like I was really here for the vibes. I wanted like spooky vibes for October, as one does. But I unintentionally ended up with a Rebecca theme, as in Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, which I didn't read her book that during last October, but I've previously read Rebecca, and I accidentally ended up reading like I think 3 books that had a similar plot structure and a similar vibe, and also were of course gothic, that reminded me of Rebecca, and I thought that was hilarious. Unintentional theme. What else is on my book bingo? Agatha Christie book, because of course we gotta get one of hers in there. It's my goal in life to finish all of the Hercule Poirot books. One day. There's a lot of them, and I priced them out buying them all once, and I can't do it. And that was buying them used. I was a broke ass college student at the time, and now I'm just a broke adult. So like that's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I have ghosty books, or a ghosty book, a classic, and a reread, of course. So that is everything that's on my book bingo so far. It is not filled out. Again, suggestions are welcome. Please help me out here. And as I said, I really like coloring things in, because like who doesn't, you know? So I created this whole spread. I honestly did not count how many books. I think it ended up being like 90 something when I did it. You'll see in a second because it goes fast. But this was just counting books read. I don't have like a color scheme in mind or anything for that, but I just wanted to have more bubbles to fill out, because like who doesn't like. Here's the final flip through of my reading journal setup. I did a couple spreads off camera, just like the simpler ones, and I did round out the book bingo one a little bit more, again, off camera. Anywho, thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope this was fun. My hope is to get a little bit more content out on here over this year. I hope you are having an absolutely awesome day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one.